Long ago, in a village tucked deep within the heart of the jungle, there lived a man known far and wide as the clever trickster. His name was Olum, and he had a reputation for using his wit to solve problems, or cause them. Whether it was outsmarting the greedy or fooling the foolish, Olum's cleverness was both admired and feared. One day, the village's wealthy chief, Chief Akbar, decided to test Olum's wits. The chief was proud, rich, and always wanted to prove that no one could outsmart him. He summoned Olum to his palace and said, "Olum, you claim to be the cleverest man in the village. If you can answer my riddles, I will give you a reward. But if you fail, you must serve me for a whole year." Olum smiled slyly, knowing full well the chief's intentions. "I accept your challenge," he said with a bow. The chief grinned and posed his first riddle. "I have a treasure that belongs to me, yet when I share it, I have none. What is it?" But Olum, as clever as ever, answered without hesitation, "It is a secret, chief. When you tell a secret, it no longer belongs to you." Chief Akbar clenched his fists but nodded in agreement. "Very well, Olum, you've solved the first riddle. But I have more." The chief then asked, "What is something that belongs to you, but others use more than you do?" He leaned back, certain that this riddle would stump Olum. Once again, Olum smiled and said, "That, chief, is my name. Others use my name more than I do." The chief's pride was hurt, but he couldn't deny the answer. "You are clever indeed," he said, frustration growing in his voice. "But there is one final riddle." For the final test, Chief Akbar leaned in and asked, "What can travel around the world but always stays in the same place?" He believed this would surely be the one to break Olum's streak. Olum chuckled softly, knowing the chief had underestimated him once again. "That is a simple one, chief. The answer is a stamp." The crowd cheered, and Chief Akbar's face flushed with embarrassment. He had lost his challenge. As promised, the chief had to give Olum his reward, a bag of gold. But instead of keeping it for himself, Olum looked at the gathered crowd and said, "I may be clever, but what good is my wit if it does not benefit my people?" And with that, Olum shared his reward with the villagers, proving that not only was he clever, but generous as well. Chief Akbar, although humble, learned a valuable lesson that day. Being clever wasn't just about knowing the answers, it was about using that cleverness for the good of all. And from that day on, he treated his people with greater respect and kindness, never underestimating the power of the mind. And so, Olum, the clever trickster, lived on, continuing to use his sharp mind to solve the problems of his people. His story spread far and wide, reminding everyone that sometimes, wit is the greatest strength of all. Thank you for listening to the story of Olum, the clever trickster. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for more amazing tales on our channel.